healthy, everything healthy. Six packs dice, Mr. Land. If you need me, I'm here for you, bro. I'm here. I'm with you. I'm with you. Listen, you know why we here, man. We just walking him down, walking him straight down. We got Andy versus Britney. The end is not. I don't really know what the episode is, honestly. But if you forgot, on my channel, Six Paths of Health, Six Paths TV, we look at everything through my Six Paths of Health, which is mental, physical, spiritual, financial, emotional, and creative. And sometimes romantic, depending upon the day. And we look at everything from through that aspect so that on this channel we can help each other to learn how to communicate better, have better relationships and better outcomes, and increase and improve overall performance. I know that's a lot, but I want you to know who I am because this channel is just starting out. So I'm gonna keep breaking that down until we get the subscribers up. And until then, everybody's new here, so I always want to break that down before we start to kick it. So this is my Love at the Lockup series. I'm a small channel, so that's why the shit ain't getting taken down. Shout out to YouTube. Hope I'm not jinxing anything. It's your boy. But I like to go ahead and break down these relationships so that we can kind of get into what people miss in terms of red flags. So one of our main objectives is to identify the red flags. The red flags do not pop up. They are ignored, all right? And also look at people's motivations and keep going over the motivations. Keep going over how do we get to this point and how do these two wonderful people this clash to give us some wonderful reality TV. I think reality TV is the best when you watching. That's why people like train wrecks. Because for one, people are naturally self-destructive, right? And self-sabotage is a natural thing. We are always battling against self-sabotage. And over time, I think part of evolution is becoming a better person. And over time, as we evolve, we have gotten to a point where morals changed. At some point, it used to be okay just to kill somebody. You kill somebody out, you know what I mean? Or if you just did drugs, it was cool. It was, it was lit. You had some bud in the 12th century. You were just lit. I don't think even people stunk so bad they probably couldn't smell it. Couldn't smell it on you, man. These people didn't bathe for a year, especially in Europe. But anywho, these are just great pieces of reality TV. But we get to really see two people who are very problematic and who are extreme expressions of archetypes that we kind of, I don't want to say we share, but it's like they're like archetypes. So, for example, I always say, Andy is the quintessential middle American, easygoing, older fat white guy. You can tell he's a great guy, but again, that weight has such a huge impact on your outcomes and your relationships. You just don't know. You dress differently, you act differently, you move differently, you think of yourself differently. And most importantly, there's a low ceiling on what you think you can accomplish because you can't even control how much you eat. All right. So with that comes so many different problems. All right. And that's what leads him to, again, he skipped over so many other dating pools to get to the very bottom. He said, yo, I need to go to the bottom. All right. He could put on his scuba diving gear and said, we're going down there, baby. I see you in the week. He went deep sea diving to he went to go see SpongeBob to go and get this broad. That you are at rock bottom when you are searching in the prisons for a woman. You waiting for a broad to get out. You waiting for her to finish doing her bid. You know what I mean? So that you can get first dibs on her. You know what I mean? Like I said before, people like this, again, men want to be respected. Okay, they want to feel like they're your hero, they're your Superman. A man loves the problem solve for you, especially if the problem is seen as easily solvable for him. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. I got you. Okay, yeah, sure. That's why things that involve, we like doing things that involve strength. You not strong, I'm strong. I'll carry that for you. Okay, all right, sure. I'll hold the door for you. Okay, now I'll go ahead and help you put together your IKEA furniture. Okay, I'll help you move a couch. You know what I mean? I carry groceries through a walk up. You get the point. I don't think you need any more examples. But men like to feel value. But again, the lower you see your value, you're gonna try to look for someone that you think is going to appreciate that value, and he's terribly wrong. Because what he doesn't understand is someone who's mentally unstable. They're mostly mentally unstable because they're not centered on gratitude. You have several senses, right? This is something I've been working on, but I think about this. Your sense of gratitude is so important for how you think, how you see life, your perspective, and also optimism. We sleep on how important optimism is. When someone is depressed or has these mental health issues that you know what I mean that are so serious that they have these mood swings, these episodes, and anytime someone acts very negatively when nothing has happened, that is a sign of very poor mental health. And you're going to see this with old girl. Literally nothing is going on. Okay. And one thing that women will do, especially unstable women, is women like attention, but there's different kinds of attention. But women, for the most part, don't care what the attention is, as long as they're getting attention. And one thing that an unstable woman will do is women like for you to feel sorry for them sometimes. Not a lot, you know what I mean, but they want you to have empathy. They want you to have empathy. They want you to they want to feel as though you understand. Being able to give her a reasonable feeling of you get it can go a long way, and that's with all relationships. That's why again, mother and father are so important. You know what I mean? Because again, like you get the full incubation. You know what I mean? Your incubation is complete. The mom and dad, you getting the feminine and masculine. You really need that, but women mostly want you to be able to understand, you know, where they're coming from. And as a man, you got to kind of know where to draw the line. Me personally, I know where to draw the line. I know where to say, okay, you know what? I'm understanding enough. I get it. But anywho, sense of gratitude. The worse someone's mental health is, the more that they don't have a sense of gratitude. You'll hear how she appreciates nothing. And go back to what I was saying about the whole victim thing. You see a lot of women, especially if they're unstable, they like to get into all the ways that they're being done wrong. She has found the way to take positive things that this man did not have to do and turn it into, because he offered or he wanted to do something nice for you, rather than saying, all right, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You're basically saying, just I don't know, it's crazy because she tries to talk about him like he's just like this big liar and he's violating and he's making her think one thing and something else, and it's like this man came and got you from jail. Like he made your kid a cake. He drove you to the birthday party. He gave you lodging, so you can spend time with your kids. Got the hotel. And now he's moved you to a stable, safe environment, and you're crying. Anywho, man, I know that took a minute, man. Listen, we'll have everything clipped up for you, man, so you can kind of do what you may, Let's go ahead and get into
with them and them with me. I'm just ready to go, and I feel like I'm trapped.
Started like trying to do some online gambling.
Okay. He said he had completely a different.
If she was released, we're going to go to dinner, we're going to, go do this, we're going to go do that. And I mean, we've done none of that. Last night was a golden opportunity. Maybe we would, make up and we would work out whatever our issues were and then, spend some alone time.
Andy is completely a different person. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like he said that's a lie. What he said was that he's really wanting to help me build my, stability up and life up. But that's not the case. Where, when, how? He told me he had a Britney fund, $1,200.
It was supposed to be 12. It's only 5 there. I'll get the other 7 and add to it. Okay. I had some fraud on my bank account. Okay. Some jackass hacked it and started like trying to do some online gambling.
Okay. He said he had account fraud or something. That's like the second time I've heard that from him, though. And
I'm gonna have to stop already, man. I'll be trying to watch Britney. I said before, I'll always try to give her a shot. Always try to give her the benefit of the doubt because I am a humble king. But she just, oh my god, I keep saying Britney is like the ultimate incarnation of the modern. Like she is the modern woman. Like this is pretty much like most American men can't say, oh, I've never been with someone like this before. Or I've never had this kind of interaction before. Or I've never had someone talk to me this way before. If the man had fraud, no matter what he does with his account, what does that have to do with you? And I want to point this out, people, because again, you have to be able to identify these tactics that are used by people who are unstable. If this happens on a regular basis, no, don't just overlook it. That's abuse. She is taking very things that don't involve her. All right, like I said before, the narrative. All right, a happy person never wants to spin a negative narrative about anyone because they don't think negatively. Okay, so anyway, most want to comment on when she says, he told me there was a Britney fund and this and that, and he said he wanted to help me with my stability and everything. I'm like, yeah, you have multiple kids and they have fathers. No one of those fathers or their family members came to get you or meet you to get you out of jail. Nor were they sending in as much money as Andy. Andy sent that girl thousands of dollars. But you know what I realized? It was a documentary I watched called Generation Hustle. And they talked about, there was one episode, the first episode, the Hollywood scam queen. And a lady on the episode says, people who have these sociopath or just sociopath adjacent personalities, they don't see people as people. They see them more as prey. The worse someone's mental health is, the more they don't really see you as a person. They see you as prey or utility or just not really human. They don't think, oh, what I'm doing is breaking you. You know how dangerous, you know how abusive someone is when like it's almost like playing with a toy that it's like someone playing with a Fabergé egg and they don't know it's a Fabergé egg. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's someone playing with an egg, not knowing it's an egg. You know how fast you'll break that egg if you don't know it's an egg and it's going to break and shatter if you drop it. That's how a person with poor mental health is. That's how they handle people. She is breaking this man. Okay, she's breaking him. Yo, he is stopped when a man's financially invested, and especially if he's thinking, all right, man, I've invested this much time and effort and actual money, so the payoff is coming. Man, you pay no matter what. I'm trying to tell y'all, you might as well go for an attractive woman, man. You might as well just go for the most attractive woman that you can get in contact with, and let that be that, man. Like don't be trying to shoot down thinking that it's going to be a good strategy. He thought he was shooting down too. You know what I mean? Like you know she not hot. You know she was never hot. He calling her damn sexy. He talking about her like she was in Sports Illustrated or something like that. I don't like it. Anywho, but now we're going back to what I was saying about how you can see she doesn't really see him as human. She doesn't care about anything he wants. She doesn't care about him at all. To the point where I was like, damn, you know what? Britney has definitely been the beneficiary of some government assistance and also support, government adjacent support programs, like support programs where they're not really a part of the government, but they work with people who are working with the government. So, for example, people who lose their kids to the system, they not only get assistance from DIFUS and whatnot, they also get assistance from support services, agencies that just do support services, but they usually like grant funded. So I'm like, damn, you know what? I get it. It makes a lot more sense now. She thinks that Andy is her case manager or her support worker. You know what I'm saying? Like she thinks that she's in the Andy program. Like she thinks that there's a grant-based program that was made just for Britney. You know what I'm saying? Because and basically, she's entitled because you know how like when you went on Section 8 and stuff like that, they give you the voucher, right? And they also will sometimes help you with furniture, like the housing program that I work for. We would help them with furniture, stuff for the house and stuff like that. Give them like a nice head start. We help them with their bills from time to time. This real saints. We just fly away. We just saints, baby. But yeah. So she think like, all right, boom. They said if I join the program, I get a payment of $1,200 for just being for being the worst person. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost all my kids. And I'm just a fiend. A fiend. Like as soon as she gets out, the only thing she cares about is using. After she said, I want stability. And it's like, man, again, as men, can we keep going back to this point about generosity? You got to be able to discern when and how generous to be, how benevolent to be. I don't know use that word right, but hey, listen, we build a plane while we flying it. You know what I mean? I don't got nothing to prove to any of y'all. Anywho, so I thought that was really interesting. I'm like, man, she thinks this is a caseworker. She thinks she's in the Andy program. And I say, you know what? This interaction makes a lot more sense because it would be weird, you know what I mean? It would be weird for your case manager to be trying to bang you. You know what I'm saying? And want to move you into his house. Maybe she thought, oh, well, there's going to be other Britney. It's the Britney fund. It's the Britney program. So it's the Andy program. So there'll be other Britneys there. Or he's going to basically get a house and just leave me there, and it'll just be like the freaking hyperbolic time chamber that Goku goes to, where somehow it's always like freshly stocked. Like Mr. Popo be cleaning up at Costco's. You know what I'm saying? He's just coming from it's like Costco's on the other side of that refrigerator. And I feel like she just thought like it was like The Sims or a video game, and she's going to just enter into this new world. And now she got a house, and you're going to hear her talk. I think you might hear her talk about this car. She says, "Oh, yeah, you have a car, but you say I can drive this car, but it's not my car, and it's a car you pay for every month." But she's talking about a brand new car that he is financing or leasing that she has access to, and her complaint is that he didn't buy a car straight out and give it to her. I'm like, yo, that sounds mad sketchy. That sound like you want to just take she was trying to take as much as she can for this man and leave and give him nothing. And as you guys are going to see, she's going to give him more than nothing. Like whatever, what's less than nothing. You know what I mean? It's hard to get past. She's in the negative with nothing. Okay. How do you become negative? This is like negative nothing. You know what I'm saying? Over 9,000. Anywho, let's get back into it, man. Fair use, y'all. I'm too good.
He promised me the car. I didn't ask him
Well, there we
for
go.
these things, but I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Talk about bittersweet. I mean, here I am. I'm in our house.
No, that's not appropriate
to occupy.
Nigga, what do you mean bittersweet? He said talk about bittersweet. What's sweet about this? Like bittersweet means like one part is bitter and then one part is sweet. Nothing is sweet about this. This on the spectrum of flavor, this is shitty. You went in very shitty territory. All right, you are brown nose at this point. You are a brown noser. All right, y'all both. It's stinking there. Okay, guys, this is what we call shitty territory. He's in shitty territory. It's stinking there. It smells. If I was the what? Listen, I say I'm a healthy guy. Healthy communication, healthy masculinity. If I was to come around one of them or whatnot, I would be looking at them like I would look at him like he got poop in his beard. All right, and I will look at him and regard him as someone that is covered in poop, you know. So anywho, bittersweet. That's another thing too. You're such a liar, man. You don't straight shoot. You can say, hey, man, this is my I've took a Cialis and a half, a generic version of Cialis and a half, 1.5 pills, and we ain't got no action. You can say that. Just say that. I mean, listen, I would have said it. I'd have been like, man, listen, I would have flipped that bed over if I found out after giving the dope fiend, after giving the dope fiend thousands of dollars, I still can't get none. I'm like, that'd be a terrible feeling. You feel like, man, I got her I had to go scuba diving to go and get to go and get this broad. I had to go but under the ocean. I mean, she was literally drowning. I saved her life, and in return, she's like stone cold. You know what I mean? She just turns to stone cold on you. She just flipped the script on you. That's right. The modern woman is stone cold. Britney got stone cold Steve Austin energy. That's what it is. She thinks that he's her caseworker, and that makes a lot. If you imagine the whole time that Andy is her support worker and whatnot, her responses make a lot more sense. He says bittersweet, like you're not in the movie. It's not there too. People who are not realistic, they often talk like they're in the movie. That's the movie line. He just wanted to say that bittersweet. Oh, goodness gracious. You nasty word. You nasty boy. Goodness. Go ahead, Andy.
And while
Go ahead.
we are both occupying it, not exactly the sense that I imagined.
I really don't have anybody to call. I can't call Grace and put this on her. She's got enough. And Mom, I don't want her to have the idea that there's any kind of stress in my life because she'll worry so much about me using. So I don't know. I always up, even when I'm trying to do good up. So my heart is with my kids. I've waited 2 years and they have waited 2 years just to spend time with them and be with them and them with me. I'm just ready to go and I feel like I'm trapped.
She said she feel trapped. How you feel trapped in a brand new house? I feel trapped.
Hey. You in there?
Andy, obviously this wasn't good.
Hey. I went there to check on you, see if you may want to chit chat this morning or might want a cup of coffee or something, but you weren't in there.
Yeah. I'm outside. I went for a walk.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could have tapped on the door. I would have went on a walk with you.
No kidding.
Yeah. Ooh. I would love to. Well, I mean, where are you?
In the front yard.
I mean, it would be all right if I come out there and...
Sure.
Okay.
Oh.
I should have hung up.
There goes the peaceful walk.
Hey.
Hey.
Morning.
Yeah, how many shirts you got, man? Here we go.
Hey.
Hey.
Morning. Look upset.
I am a little bit. I appreciate you giving me the time and the space. It was just a lot. It's a lot. I'm overwhelmed.
I know.
I don't know if I can do this. It's just more than I can handle. I don't think I'm ready.
Don't think you're ready for what?
For anything, really. I just want to be with my kids.
Okay. So what are you saying?
I mean, I just feel like that I need some space. Sleeping alone for the first time in a long time gave me a lot of time to think. And I don't feel like I'm ready.
Well, I mean, I hate that. I don't know.
I do too.
I mean, I don't know was there anything I can do? Tell me what I can do. Maybe we could spend some time together and maybe try to talk.
I need that time with my
Fam, 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 fam. One of the 6 past commandments. If she ain't following you, she's not with you. You don't pull a woman along. You're supposed to hold your hand or lock her arm on yours. You know what I mean? Like, because you imagine how that would look. You just in public and whatnot, and you see, you know what Andy's doing. Andy has her in what we call a relationship wagon. I just coined that just now. You don't deserve me. You know what? Let me just turn. Let me. Y'all deserve me. Y'all deserve me. Matter of fact, I don't think you even heard what I said. Y'all deserve me. They in the wagon. You have to be very conscious of how far you're coming to meet someone. Meeting someone halfway is fair. Anywhere between 0 to halfway is more than fair. If I'm not meeting you 0, if I'm meeting you at 0 and I'm saying, all right, you at 100, you're at 100, you gotta come to the middle or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, when someone comes in the middle, that's more than fair. Because that means that again, that means y'all putting an equal amount of work or good amount of work. But a lot of times, people will find themselves going 70% of the way, 80% of the way. I think at that point, when we get past, I'm gonna say about you can go to a certain point with kids, right? With kids, everything is give with kids, so that's a little more appropriate. But as they get older, they're supposed to kind of give a little more, and you know what I mean, just on the on just their interaction and whatnot. And we know as they get older, they learn how to be affectionate. They learn how to say, "Hey, how you doing? How's everything going? I mean, are you okay? Do you need my help?" Stuff like that, right? Anywho, what do I want to say? Oh, the wagon. In this relationship, right? It's like he keeps saying, well, just sit in the wagon and I'll pull the wagon rather than her coming to hold his hand. You know what I'm saying, and when you holding her hand, you're walking ahead of her, you're leading her. She's going wherever you're going. Okay. And again, no vetting process. You didn't vet this woman at all. And this woman is talking about wanting to be with her kids. I'm like, you didn't you didn't lose your kids in the game of pool. All right, it's not like money where you lost your kid. You lost your kids because of your behavior. I'm not saying you can't want to be with your kids, but it's like you can't be with your kids. You lost custody of those kids. That's 1 and 2. Wherever they're staying at, you can't go stay there. That's why you want to stay with this man. Okay, and it's just unfortunate because you see Andy, giving her everything that she could want and she can need. Also, as far as character, this is probably the best man she's ever interacted with. But again, Andy, when meeting her, Andy is not thinking about how life looks from her perspective. This is a person who's done so much dope that they wind up ruining their lives. To go from having a job to being in jail means you have ruined your life. What kind of behaviors lead to that? And that's where empathy can be important, because empathy will also make you think about how this person actually thinks, how they actually operate. Andy's not thinking about that. He's thinking about, let me get a woman that's so trash. Okay, you are a dude that goes scuba diving for garbage, and once I got me a big bag of garbage from the bottom of the ocean, let's see what we got. That's who you are, bro. Skipped over mad dating pools to get here. He said, forget the senior citizens. Okay, forget singles bingo. All right, forget the gym. Forget online dating. all social media. They even have something called seeking arrangements. You could have got you a sugar baby for half off. Someone out there could have used that bread. Okay, listen, there is a woman getting a sociology degree right now that could have used that bread, Andy. All right, there's a woman right now that's getting the degree in communications that could have used your support rather than you just getting took up through there. She would at least give you some kind of foot job or the other. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I don't know what y'all into, what you gonna do, but you would at least got something. But let me tell you something too. Andy plays this thing completely wrong, playing it wrong. God also know how to play something. When a woman tells you, "Hey, I'm used to a terrible guy," you're coming on too strong. Okay, all right, you're coming on because you want to be Superman that bad. You gotta do like you gotta do like little shit. You know what I mean? You gotta do stuff like you can't just say, "Yo, I'm Superman." You're gonna freak out. Anybody will freak out if Superman pops up and says, "Oh, I'm dating Superman." That's weird. You think about all types of shit. Okay. Oh my God, is he going to kill me? You know what I mean? Is he going to kill me? You keep thinking about is he going to unalive you in some kind of way, right? But if you don't know he's Superman, like when Lois don't know that Clark Kent Superman, she way more, relaxed and whatnot. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, so you gotta do small stuff. You gotta walk into it. You know what I mean? You gotta do stuff like, oh man, I don't know. Y'all go food shopping and whatnot. You carry a few cases of water at the same time. It's like, oh man, man, it's strong. You know what I'm saying? You use your X-ray vision. You know what I'm saying? Walk by, see shit in the bathroom. So, babe, I see you in the bathroom and whatnot. She gonna feel like, oh man, we kindred spirits. He knows I'm in the bathroom. He knows I'm doing number 1 and 2. You know what I mean? Little by little, you do Superman stuff little by little. And then you say, then one day on y'all date, at Denny's, you say, hey, check it out, babe. I'm Superman. And they just say, oh, you know what? You do be carrying lots of cases of water, or you are able to tell what I'm doing inside the bathroom, like little stuff like that, or you be getting stuff done really quick, whatever, you know what I mean, or it's always really cold in your room, because the ice breath. That's one like that the hidden Superman things. He got cool breath too. He can like free shit with his breath. Like he can do it whatever, really. Anywho, so this is crazy. But yeah, so he got listen, you don't want to ever want to create a wagon for the relationship where this person just sits down and like complains from the wagon. It's like dragging someone around in a wagon and then just saying, man, this sucks, man. This bumpy road. Oh my God. Like, you move so slow. I can't stand looking at your back. Oh my gosh. You got love handles. That's how she sounds in her relationship. It's not like she's in a wagon and he's just saying, babe, listen, babe, just get on back in the wagon. I keep pulling it. I got back problems, but I'll keep pulling it. He said, what can I do? Sir, you've done enough. What can I do? You've done too much. She is a fiend. Okay, she is an addict. What are you doing? You've done too much, is my point. So if it was me, first of all, I would never let a fiend live with me. You know what I'm saying? That's one. You supposed to find out where she gonna be at, and you go and link up with her. You know what I'm saying? At her mama house, because she getting paroled to her mama house, because her mama might have some stability for it. You feel me? You pull up there and you listen. You gotta give her what she used to. She used to them car transactions, and y'all go ahead and do your thing in the car. You feel me? You overpaid too. You overpaid. It's like you at an auction. You know what I mean? That's another thing too. You the nigga who go to the car auction to get a car. You just said, all right, man, just give me anything. You know what I mean? Give me anything that look good on the outside. You just said, oh man, what do we got? Man, listen, y'all could be buying a car full of newspapers going to a damn car auction. And that's what's gonna happen here. He done bought a car full of newspapers. You open up the engine and whatnot, it ain't nothing but funny papers in there. It ain't nothing but Sears ads in there. It ain't nothing but ShopRite circulars in there. Beef back when beef was a $3 a pound for like ground beef and all that. Anywho, let's go ahead and finish up strong, man. I love y'all. Come on, man. My computer dying too.
My kids, really, I don't need them to feel like I'm putting anybody before them.
I don't ever want you or your children to feel like anybody comes before them.
Oh my God.
Would never want anybody to feel that way.
And I got to spend a couple of hours with them, but the first 3 days I've been out, I've been, with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's been about what's going on with us, and I don't even know.
Yeah.
You're doing great. You like mad times. You talking about it? No, you haven't.
The thing is that yesterday, now while we weren't going to be alone yesterday, we would have definitely spent time together. It's not your fault that went off the rails. It's not my fault. We had that opportunity and it, kind of going in the weeds.
I don't have that to give anybody right now because my kids do need me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be honest with you.
Be mother. Stop it.
Yeah. I appreciate your honesty. But I think that, not that you're bailing, I don't mean it like that, but I think that you just overthinking a little bit. That's just my opinion.
I feel like I need some time to be able to absorb being out, to think about things, to see if I'm overreacting,
All right. Well, on that note, what's your suggestion? Do you have a thought? Do you have an idea?
I don't know what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
I put all my eggs in one basket once again.
I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss.
She called that man all my eggs in one basket.
Today. We were going to go fishing.
You don't like fishing.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm willing to suck up my pride, suck up my dislike. You're a nature girl. Maybe that would help some,
All right, you know what? I think I tried to get through this before, and there was so much going on that I just couldn't finish the damn video. We're gonna have to stop here because my computer's getting ready to die. You see her face right there? That's how she feel about this, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and blow it up. Fair use. That's how she feel about Andy. This is what she thinks when she thinks Andy. Like everything he says pisses her off. No reason, and I can't really blame her. Because it's like she's being like she can't make it more obvious that she don't rock with you like that, and you just don't seem to pick up on it. You know why? Because you're a liar. You lie to yourself. So therefore, lying to yourself makes it hard to tell yourself the truth. And the truth is, she's not your friend. You trying to say, hey, bro, I scammed you. You said you had some money for me and whatnot. So I just figure I would come get this money first, and I just find a way to I'll get a phone, some money. I can get the phone unlocked and whatnot, and then at least I have an iPhone out the way. And again, like iPhone is always like the love at the lockup start package. I don't know if the show or Apple was somehow involved, but somehow y'all always got iPhones that come out of jail. The iPhone and whatnot. And she was like, all right, cool, great. Again, like a support program, as if like the car is a part of the grant, and they give you a stipend to buy a new car. Like you didn't win. Matter of fact, it's like between her winning the simp sweepstakes and being in a support program. Like she really talks about, yeah, you told me that you had a car for me, but it's not really in my name. It's not really for me. We're sharing. What? You have nothing. You have nothing. It's crazy. But shame on Andy. Shame on Andy. And again, this is why in relationships, happy wife, happy life does not work. Women are not really happy like that. And what it means is not that women never experience happiness. It's just that depending upon how she grew up and what her genetic disposition is and what she thinks is important, what her values are, again, and also where her sense of gratitude is. You want a woman with a very high sense of gratitude, meaning that anytime you do anything nice for her, she's happy. She's really more, for the most part, in a decent mood, or for decent to very good mood. not someone that's just sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But women like to experience the full range of emotion. All right, every kind of emotion because they like emotion. I don't or like to engage in emotion, right? So they don't stay in one state of mind. I'm saying that, like, again, Mother Earth, Father Time. Father Time is the same every single day. Mother Earth, a tsunami can happen. It could rain. It could snow. It can get real hot. It can get real cold. Like, she's literally that Mother Earth. Okay. Anywho, we want to conclude with this, man. Understand when you're doing too much work for someone else, and be patient and allow someone some room to do something. Oh, my bad, my bad. I was supposed to give y'all the game on how I would. We finished talking about how I would handle Britney, and what Andy should have did was he should have just got. I don't know if she was on meth or what. Get some meth, right? And yo, you just you give a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? If we'd have done that, you know what I'm saying, and just hung out with her and whatnot, and let her do what she do and whatnot, let her smoke. I think he probably would have done a lot better. You know what I mean? And he probably he might you gotta get you want to get her back hooked on dope and whatnot. But hey, listen, at least you've been more successful. This is just crazy. Anywho, yeah, man, you don't want to have a wagon relationship, and that's with most people. You don't want a wagon relationship where you put them in a wagon and you're just dragging a wagon and they just complain and just talk shit from behind you. Like, oh my god, I hate your hat. Oh my god, you missed the belt loop. Oh my, you know what I mean? Like this, and that's again, that's what she's doing. She's in the wagon saying, "Oh my god, you move so slow." Oh, how, did you were you ever in PE in school? Okay. Did you ever do PT, ROTC, any of that stuff? Anywho, shit is crazy. I'm out. Six pass dice, Mr. Lane, if you need me, man. Sorry, I didn't get through it again, but I will. I'm gonna try it again tomorrow. Peace.